Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com. Here's your free pick in the Kentucky versus South Carolina college football matchup on Saturday, September 7th, 2024. It's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It is College Football Saturday. If you like all the free picks we do at Pickdawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just go to Pickdawgz.com, click on the premium picks tab. I've also got a link directly below this video in the description. If you make bigger bets, 1,000 or more per game, $10,000 plus bankroll, we have VIP services for you. If that's what you're looking for, these packages are only long-term. It's not daily packages or single game bailouts or anything like that. It's meant for people who make really big bets. Our regular premium picks have daily and, single game, have everything all the way up to yearly. I bet mine there every day. Let's get to it. It is an SEC battle as South Carolina takes on Kentucky. The hot seat is there for Shane Beamer at South Carolina after a losing season a year ago. Meanwhile, Kentucky has been a team under Mark Stoops that generally plays very hot over the first half of the season, usually starts to tail off at the end. I always say Kentucky's a basketball school, and once basketball season starts, Kentucky starts to tail off. Whether that's the reason they tail off or it's just that's the part of the SEC schedule they hit at that time of year every year, well, either of those things could be a factor. But anyway you slice it, Kentucky generally the first half of the season is way better than they are the second half. Kentucky has to replace a lot here, including their offensive coordinator, but they bring in Boise's offensive coordinator and continue to run a pro-style offense, and that is what they do. Kentucky beating Southern Miss in their opener and looking pretty decent doing so. It was a very one-sided affair, shutting out the Golden Eagles and holding them down to just 5 yards rushing and 126 yards passing. That is a Mark Stoops-style defense, but their offense wasn't overly impressive either, only 169 yards passing and 148 yards rushing. When we look at, the Kentucky Vandergriff, of course, he was a Georgia quarterback that transferred over to Kentucky, 169 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. He ran a little bit, and then, the backfield kind of undecided as to exactly how this is going to shake out for the Cats, but that defense certainly looked ready. Meanwhile, South Carolina, they played Old Dominion in their opener, and they squeaked by with the win, 23-19. They were a 20.5-point favorite in that thing. Didn't even get a whiff of covering the spread. In fact, it was a late touchdown that they scored in the fourth quarter that ended up being the difference maker as they trailed 19-16 midway through the fourth. Sellers, who takes over a quarterback for Rattler, really did not impress much in that ODU game. 10 of 23 for 114 yards, no touchdowns. He ran the ball, though, 22 times for 68 yards. So he is definitely a running quarterback, and that's the way things are going to be. The South Carolina defense was good, not great. Gave up almost 200 yards passing and 108 yards rushing. I think this is just one of those things where I think Kentucky just has a lot more talented players on their team. I think Beamer is a better coach than what we've seen from him at South Carolina, but at the same time, I don't think he's good enough. I'm going to take Kentucky, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com, 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.